of that.
So how'd you find Red versus Blue?
I don't remember because it was first season.
Really?
So like ancient times, a long
Hey,
time ago.
whoa. Calm down.
When I was a youngin, and I don't remember how I found it, but then I remember I ordered the box set, and it was at Comic-Con forever ago, before I even cosplayed, and I thought cosplayers were weird because I was there with my mom picking up my dad, I think, and I was like, who are all these freaks dressing up in costumes? Like, this is so weird. Why would anyone do this? And then I found the Rooster Teeth booth, and I was like, Red versus Blue. I know that. I've watched that before, and I have a signed box set and a signed It's Lightish Red shirt. And
What year was that?
I have no clue. I was in elementary school, either elementary or middle school.
You remember who was in the booth at the time?
No clue.
Okay.
I have absolutely no clue, but it was like small Mika knowing the one thing that she thought wasn't totally weird, and then I rediscovered Rooster Teeth like 9th grade, so how many years ago was that? Like 6, 7, something like that? A long time ago.
You do the math.
Okay.
I don't do math. I'm a theater major, Dad.
Right.
We've established this. Yeah, and then I already told the story before about how I got Dad into it because of Gavin.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Cool. Well, we're glad to have you guys here.
So happy to be here.
Thank you
really.
for introducing me to video games.
Absolutely.
Honestly, it's always fun to kind of hear how people got into something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, because we have this world and we're sort of closed off because we don't, we don't experience because we're in it, you know?
Right.
So to hear how people kind of fell into it, it's always interesting to be like, what was your experience that brought you into it? And typically it's like a friend of a friend. Like a friend's like, oh yeah, I watched this show and we watched an episode of Slow Mo Guys. And then I was like, I like these guys. What else have they been in? Then we saw a Let's Play, which then led to a podcast, which led to Red versus Blue. And
I think my little brother and I said bow chicka wow wow so many times it got like banned from my house.
man, but
Yeah, I honestly can't remember why I started watching Red versus Blue. I wish I knew.
I wish we did
Not
too.
because it was
Yeah,
take
like
that
I wish I
and
could go
and
back
bottle
and like
it.
Yes,
change.
and
sell it.
sell it.
Is it like you really need a reason?
Not really. I mean,
True.
but it's
To
one of those
watch?
deals where if it's been around so long, that you kind of, it's sort of, you maybe forget the reason, but it's like there was one at some point.
There was one
and,
at some time.
You know.
And then I binge watched it when it went on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a big day.
So I found Dreamcast games, but I can't find the Dreamcast. But I texted Caden, and we do have one, so he's going to fill me in on what's going on with that. So
I feel like I've seen it on their little boxes
it's
of
so
old
cramped and
games.
crowded in there,
Yeah.
and I don't want
Yeah.
to mess with it because that's like Caden's little like playhouse.
No,
They
you
have
know
a
what?
cart.
Go mess with it. He messes with my room all the time. Go fuck your shit up.
Go wreck the place.
All right, look.
Go
keep
turn the
your-
place
keep your
over.
personal matters. All right.
We're so gonna play Sega Bass Fishing. It's gonna be great.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna
Oh, man.
be great.
Well, I think Sega Bass Fishing is on Xbox. It's
Yeah,
on Xbox Live.
I got that for you
Jeff
for
did. You
Christmas
did.
or your birthday or
You
something.
I think
Jeff played.
Yeah, I think Jeff and I played
Yeah,
that in
but-
a Versus episode. I might actually have that game.
Played original.
That's where
Play,
fish came from,
play some-
right?
Yeah,
That's where
fish
fish came from.
I
You're
think that was
right.
Sega Bass Fishing.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Did
right.
anyone
Is that
else?
let me get 12 on?
Did anyone else play Amazon
Here.
Trail?
No, here.
Amazon Trail?
Or did you only
No, I
have
think it's
Oregon
360.
Trail?
Oh, it's
Only
360.
Oregon, as far as I
I'll jump
know.
on 12.
Amazon Trail was way better.
I have
never
no
played
idea what
Oregon
you're talking
Trail,
about.
but I'm sure it was way better.
I love
Oregon or
Trail.
Amazon Trail is like the international version for people who don't know what Oregon is.
Maybe, but I feel like it was really educational. There are a lot of fish and animals that I learned.
Oh,
We are
crap.
900
From
You know what
the
I learned
game.
on Oregon
$900
Trail?
away.
What?
I
That
think we
it
need our pajama
sucked.
pants.
Like, doing that trail, you're gonna die.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With this Amazon Trail,
to
you
the
could
arcade
die
and
of
roll over,
malaria,
do some
but you could
PJs.
also cure yourself, and you traded with natives, and it was a really cool game.
On
You
the-
had to take pictures of animals, and you learned about them.
On the Oregon Trail, you shoot squirrels, and then as you cross the river,
You die of
die.
dysentery.
Yeah,
You die of dysentery.
Forge that river every time, though.
It's no matter what. I used to play that in elementary school when we did like the pioneering
Yeah,
unit.
yeah.
And then everybody would die of dysentery, and that would be the end of it.
I used to play
What's
it on
dysentery?
the old DOS machines where you like have the floppy
Diarrhea.
disk. I don't know what you played on.
Floppy disks.
Floppy disk.
I'm sorry. Are we going
horrible.
back to ancient times?
Yes.
I remember the Apple computers that had the leapfrog thing where you would leap it.
And you had a little floppy disk.
Yeah.
You put it in, you play Oregon Trail.
Well, mine was giant, like the flat ones,
Yeah.
giant flat
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
5 1/4.
You know
Was-
what's
yeah.
sad?
Yeah.
You know when you save on Microsoft Word and you click that little symbol? It's a floppy disk, and people, like kids these days, probably won't know what that is.
Bernie
I'm
said that
honestly
his
surprised you know.
kids do know about floppy disks?
No, I'm saying that
Oh,
you
oh,
know.
you.
I know what a
'Cause I was
floppy.
like-
I'm a '90s kid. I know what a floppy.
Yeah,
disk
Bernie
is.
said that his
90s
kid has
kid.
no idea what that is. Like he sees the icon and has no connection.
It's just the save
has no
icon.
understanding, right? It's the save icon. He doesn't know the meaning behind it.
I had a child ask me what a VHS was, and I wanted to cry.
Actually, there's one in editing that I think a lot of people don't know. The folders, if you've ever edited on anything, the folders are called bins. Do you know why they're called bins? I'm sure you know. Maybe.
Why?
Well, because when they would work with Steve
Oh,
X and
yes.
the old film,
In editing,
yeah,
yes,
they
everything
would
went
hang
into it.
up the
Yep.
strips
Oh.
in bins
Right.
so that they could dry and they could be collected
That's
there.
absolutely
Fun
right.
fact.
So that's where we put them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put
Also-
them in
And that's why it's a razor blade.
I
So
never
you cut-
thought. I know the razor, but I never thought about the bin,
Bin.
actually being a
Bin.
physical
Yeah.
place.
I
I just thought it was like, yeah, it's the bin. It's where you put all your stuff.
Well, I mean, because they had bins.
Yeah.
For Guardians of the Galaxy lovers, they're
yes.
bringing back the mixtape. The
They are?
They
Yeah.
say- what did it
For,
ever leave?
Yeah, I think
Just
it's going to be in next or in December. Are they bringing that out, or is it out already?
I can't remember. I know Mondo's doing a record, but that's next year. But I don't know when
Was
the
it
mixtape
Awesome Mix
is.
Volume 1 or something?
Yeah, yeah. So it's a soundtrack, but they're putting it on a tape.
On cassettes.
Let
no
me
one's gonna
set,
be able to
yeah.
play them.
Let me go.
Hey, I
dig out
have my
Walkman.
old. Yeah, I've got my old Walkman.
I actually used to make mixtapes on tapes up through high school.
Yeah,
Did you hold it, like record it and like hold it up to a speaker or something?
I
or?
off the radio. Yeah.
Actually, well, yeah, I would either do off a CD and do start stop, and then I cheated when I got older because I would just make a playlist on the iPod and just record it to the tape.
nice.
Wait, you made a mixtape when there were iPods?
Yeah.
I feel like that's you
I
were
know.
just trying to be a
was romantic.
hipster.
You were,
Oh,
you
that's
were trying to be,
cute.
yeah. You're trying
That
to
is
be hipster.
that is kind of romantic.
Yeah.
Trying to be junkie.
Did you ever play those like old school computer games like Freddy Fish and like Pajama Sam and stuff? Because I remember those.
Yeah.
Those were like really old school when everybody had the computer room in the family
Right.
house.
Absolutely.
And the old PCs. Those were great.
Pajama Sam.
I never had any of those games growing up.
Pajama
But
Sam's
it's really interesting how different growing up in Australia was to the shows that you guys know and love here.
Right.
So I didn't know what Reading Rainbow was because we had Play School, which was a similar thing, which
that
was
right?
a show that they would have a reading time in it, but they also had like a let's play with these toys and let's build this rocket ship and what time is it? What shape is this? You know, and I grew up watching that, and to me that is like what I want my kids to watch growing up.
Right.
But for everyone here, it's Reading Rainbow. So that episode of Community where he's like, all I wanted was the picture. And he's like rocking back and forth. I didn't understand that because
Right.
I didn't know that he was singing the theme song to Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
I didn't get
But-
games until
I've since educated her though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Don't worry.
But
No,
but-
she's sitting here going, who are you?
no, but it's just so
parents never-
different.
Yeah, my parents never let me play games. Like there would be a few computer games, but until the N64
Mm-hmm.
was really like I would play the old Nintendos at like uncles' houses and stuff.
friends'
But like
houses.
yeah, at friends' houses. But I finally was like, okay, I have $110. Can I buy this used N64? And then that's
Where
when
did
I
you get
got it.
$110?
A lot
I
of
earned it.
savings.
The
I did
hard
some
way.
things.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
Okay
Katie.
there.
Wow. No, it's like
Jeez, Katie.
N64 was actually the first console I
didn't
owned.
mean it like
I actually
that.
got it for my birthday from my brother and cousin. It's probably the nicest gift I've ever gotten in my life. Was two like sixth graders saving their money to get their
Aw,
cousin
that's
slash
nice.
brother an N64.
That's really cute.
So I was actually like, I will never forget that gift. Like I
That's-
thought that was like the sweetest thing in the world.
I
Yeah.
still have
I'm
my
so
old
happy.
NES system from like forever ago, and I have what's that game? It's like a flying game. It's like a pilot game.
Pilot Wings.
Yeah,
Pilot Wings.
Pilot Wings.
Yeah, that was
Good
my game.
we have Pilot Wings
Yeah.
still, and that super old school Mario.
Which we also have here. But speaking of old games, Caden will be here in about 30 minutes to work on setting up a Dreamcast for us.
I had,
I'm gonna try to get it up on
Nintendo
Xbox Live Arcade at
64
least.
was my
Sweet.
first one as well.
And then
Yeah.
we're getting pretty close
Yeah,
to
and
story
we
time.
borrowed it from a
Story
friend,
time.
Are
and
we?
we just never gave it back.
What's our total at?
900 away, refresh. It still says 900, but
Yeah, so I
assume we're
imagine it's kind
closer.
of like
So it's probably gonna just like
We're sort of cashed right
surprise,
now.
we're up there. So,
So can I ask a really nerdy question of Laura?
oh god.
Oh god.
Wait, like, tell
Plug
me
your
first.
ears.
I have nothing
Everyone's
to do with
apologizing
this
Well,
guy.
in advance.
I've got
Do
two,
not
but I'll
comply.
save it. No, this goes back to.
Don't be that fan that we talk about. RTX.
No, because we were talking about because you mentioned how people have bonded over Next Gen, and me and my dad did that. There were other shows too, but like that's what we watched like weekly, you know, and I feel like that also like almost like the moon landing, but like it inspired a lot of people to like be interested in science and
Absolutely.
different things. I mean, do you feel like we still have that? Are there shows that still do that? Because I feel like we maybe take it for granted now.
New shows, I don't know. I mean, surprisingly enough, Next Gen is still incredibly popular. I just finished a couple of cons. I went from Nashville to London to Comic-Con in New York, where we did some Next Gen reunion events with all of us together, except for in London, Jonathan Frakes wasn't there. And when we are all together, it is amazing. The fans just like seeing us all in the same place at the same time. And we hear all the time, and I'm an engineer or a doctor. I'm in physics. I'm in the sciences because of my exposure to Star Trek: The Next Generation, and it's pretty humbling, to tell you the truth.
That's awesome. I mean, for me, it definitely has influenced like the way I want to tell stories.
Right.
Because Next Gen was telling stories. It was using the future as a way to comment on our world,
on our present.
and that it was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is awesome. So yeah, so
Do they have?
yeah, that's interesting though. I feel like we don't do that enough now.
No,
Sometimes,
not nearly
I
enough.
mean,
Well,
but-
you know,
but-
but it's a difficult thing to achieve. I mean, Gene Roddenberry's vision was so awesome in that it just assumes from the very beginning that when the future comes, we will have resolved all issues of race and class and economy, right? That we will have been able to cooperate much more, compete much less, to the point where we have pooled our resources and actually gone out among the stars exploring in a very peaceful manner. That's the thing that we just can't seem to get right here on Earth in the present time, is that peaceful pursuit of anything.
Yeah.
Cooperating.
Cooperating and not competing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack knows how much I love that because on my birthday last week, we got
Oh
into lots of
my
arguments.
God.
Oh my God.
It wasn't,
About
no, we
Mars.
weren't
Discussions.
arguing. We were discussing.
Discussing loudly over alcohol. Yeah.
It's like, we have to go to Mars.
And so yeah, everything, I was going to bring that up actually. Daniel thinks we should just all be living on Mars.
Well,
by
if
now.
we,
Why
if
Mars?
our, well, no, it's about the goal. If our pursuit was like we had the moon, and if our pursuit
Bring in the
was let's
bears.
go to let's go to Mars. In so doing, we would create so many technologies and ignore. We would aspire to that and solve a lot of problems.
I am in agreement with you. I'm on the board of an organization called the 100-Year Starship that is led by Dr. May Carroll Jemison, first African-American woman in space. She flew on the shuttle. And the object is to gather the right people from around the planet with the right knowledge and information and disciplined background so that we might put ourselves in another star system within the next 100 years.
Wow.
And it is that audacious future that we are imagining that actually improves life on Earth in the here and now.
Yeah.
Exactly your point,
Which is
sir.
what he-
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly your point.
I like Venus.
Vindication.
All right.
All right.
Take that, Joel Heyman.
Well, yeah, I was going to say.
If you've ever played Civilization, you unlock all the cool technologies when you get to that point. When you're going to another planet,
Well,
we
right?
can
It's
put it
like,
in
how
and
do we
get
get to
going.
Mars?
because
Well,
it's-
we
I mean,
create
it's
fission.
downloading-
You know, it's like
Fusion.
Or whatever.
Should I just let it-
Fusion? Yeah.
We have fission.
Or
Fission sucks.
should I stop
Well,
it?
I've got
and it's
Sega
like,
Bass
then we
Fishing
use
here
that
for you.
here.
I'm on the
Yes,
360,
yes,
so.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it
yes,
was
that way better.
It was
I just let this
way
install.
better.
an interesting night.
Way better.
Thank you for letting me nerd out.
Yelling at Joel.
Gonna enjoy
Enjoy your
your
fishing.
fishing.
Enjoy your fishing.
You know, you were talking about Next Generation. I think one of the coolest things that maybe people don't know is when they had to, re-release for the Blu-ray edition, they had to redo all the visual effects.
All of the visual
Yeah, because they were
Yeah.
initially created for a standard def, and
Absolutely.
that's such a crazy undertaking.
and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
The show looks absolutely amazing.
You
The
know what's
Blu-ray is
amazing?
phenomenal. What?
That one episode that I watched where you guys were all in tights.
The one episode. it is the one episode of Next Gen I think you have ever seen.
And it was wonderful
Really?
because you
Yes.
guys were dressed like Robin Hood.
Yes, we were.
And you had tights on.
I did.
And a little, no, that was
No,
Michael,
I had the
no, that was
mandolin.
you that had the mandolin?
Yeah,
Are
Michael-
you-
So that was a holodeck episode, obviously.
It was, right.
So I would say the Sherlock Holmes episodes are probably my favorites.
Some of
I
mine as well.
love those.
Yeah.
So was that fun to kind of get out of your element and try something completely different every now and then?
Always. We hated our spacesuits. This is common knowledge. We hated our
Yeah.
spacesuits, and whenever we got an opportunity to put on other clothes, it was always fun and do other things. We are a very, very close cast to this day. We tend to make each other laugh more than anybody else in our respective lives. And when we're together, it's like we're in junior high school.
All right. Well, next year you
But
got to bring some friends with you. How about that? We'll get you on the extra live stream. Bring everybody. We'll have fun. We'll make barbecue. It'll be awesome. So we'll have tacos from every place in Austin.
I'm down. I'm there.
On everything.
Can we go to Rudy's though? Because that's my question.
Yeah,
'cause
Rudy's,
that was
absolutely.
fun.
We got to Rudy's. We'll hit every barbecue joint. So,
Sweet.
all right, I got you set up over here.
Okay.
So we got some Sega bass fishing at least on the 360 for now.
Nice.
I keep pressing this, and I don't know if I did 2-player.
Did you have the second controller right there.
Yeah,
so
I have
don't
the second
know.
controller. So here, I'm currently doing this, so I'm gonna watch you play Sega Bass Fishing for a bit because I
So,
forgot how to do it.
Yeah, I played this one time and lost in
I'm
the
just
game I
gonna
played.
watch you and
think.
watch you fail.
All right, let's see how Extra Life is looking.
It
just
hasn't.
refreshed and
Yeah.
hasn't updated.
Okay, so I have 74,248.
Yeah, that's
so
what
we're-
I've been getting for the past like 8
Okay,
minutes.
so it looks like it's kind of hanging up a little bit, but please, if you can, still donate. We might not see it immediately, but I promise it's still going to be there, and I'm sure the guys at Extra Life are working on this. Hopefully, it's because the overwhelming amount of people who are trying to donate.
I'm
so.
sure it is, but they could still use more.
Absolutely.
So if you want to donate some money to Extra Life, please do. If you want to buy our poster, you can only buy it during this 24-hour live stream. You can come to our
have
store to
we-
pick that up.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Well, we're here now, so I mean, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, have we played the video in a little while to talk about what?
We'll play that. Well, so if we hit 75,000, we'll have story time, and then we'll
that's
show
right.
the video.
We have
so
story time
afterwards.
first.
So
So are we're legit doing Go the Fuck to Sleep?
sure.
Are we doing
Do we
that?
have
I thought
it?
We're gonna do.
No, we don't have it yet, but we should pick it
Oh,
up.
I
We're
thought
about
someone
to
else
hit
was
it.
organizing
Yeah,
that.
let's get on that.
Both?
Can we do
Okay.
both?
Do we want to do?
I'm gonna run camera on that.
We can do Run Swallow
Yeah.
Storm and
do
Go to
Rhino,
Fuck to
and then
Sleep.
we can do Go to Fuck to Sleep after that.
Should we
Okay.
specify? It doesn't matter. It's
All right,
too
so
late.
how about like, okay, so we'll do the reading of Rhino and Swallow the Storm first.
Yes.
And then whenever you guys are about to partake, about to leave the stream, then we'll go ahead and finish off with that. How's that sound?
Awesome.
But once we hit that number, we're locked
It's a
in.
done deal.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna
So,
happen.
okay.
I
gonna
am
happen.
thrilled.
I'm very excited for this. And how about once we get 75,000 as well, we'll give away another copy of the book, another autographed copy of the book.
We
So
still have to make him do something weird. We haven't done that yet.
I'll leave that to you. Hey,
We
Barbara.
have a
Cookies?
little snack table over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where everyone's
Yeah.
hanging out. That's where all the food is.
know that Papa Patillo was gonna bring some brownies.
Oh, dude.
The brownies are fucking good.
Those brownies are so good.
Get it.
All right.
you gotta
look
make
at all
it-
those fish.
You got to make it look enticing.
You got 6 seconds. 5.
Oh, come
Oh, fish! You got 5 seconds. Oh, man.
Careful of the line tension.
9 feet.
Careful. Turn the rod right. Dad. Oh,
No.
Nice
Great
shot,
shot,
Greg.
that was a great shot.
Unlock the full version. Don't I not have the full version?
Apparently not.
Oh,
It
just
said
maybe you have to
unlock.
unlock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hit X and see if it's already unlocked. I thought I had it. I know one of us had it.
Oh,
so.
player 1 hit.
Oh.
X.
Oh, you got it.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Apparently, it's not possible. Guys. It's
Really?
actually
there
impossible.
we go.
Now loading.
Now we just need the
you look
Dreamcast. So
from last
Caden?
year?
Yeah, where's Caden?
He's
like I
15
said,
minutes away.
Of me.
Go up.
So he'll come and try to get it all set
So
up.
cute.
I think I might make that my
Keep
favorite
going,
game.
keep
You
going.
should. I actually.
Yeah,
That's
that-
really familiar to me.
So hit A.
Well, I think it's someone.
I guess it just is
right
not
there.
possible.
Is it not
I
even,
need to
you can't purchase it
get
anymore?
credit.
No.
Apparently not.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Say, can I use it?
All
All right, well, you can at least do the trial until we can get this up and running.
No.
But just to say thank you.
Yeah,
The trial
they just
over
posted
and
it.
over and over and over.
Dude, I played
So
Geometry
nice.
Wars like before I bought it. So because it had like a 3-minute time limit, you just play and try to get as many points as you could in that 3 minutes.
Geometry Wars gives me a headache. How can you pay attention to
Dude, I
that?
love Geometry Wars.
So that's just a rip-off of Asteroids, right?
No, not at all. If anything, it's a ripoff of Robotron because it's a dual thumbstick thing. Or you can
Oh,
say-
it is a dual thumbstick.
Yeah, yeah.
But they could do Asteroids with dual thumbsticks.
Well, it wouldn't be
And
asteroids.
call it
then.
Geometry Wars.
Asteroids was wherever you were pointing, you were firing. And so if you had to turn your ship to fire,
Yeah.
you couldn't fire directly behind you. You had to turn and do it. I will school you on
Don't
video
sass
games.
me.
Yeah, don't sass me, Fabello.
I know you got really
Oh,
defensive
that's
about your Geometry Wars.
Oh, man, well, Geometry Wars has a special place in my heart. I love that game.
All right.
Geometry Wars 3 is coming out very, very soon, so I'm pretty amped for that one. All right, let's see if there's any more questions. So if you hashtag RT questions,
What's the number on poster sales?
the last number I got, let's see here, and they actually sent it to me not too long ago, was
74,700 is now the update.
Wow.
what was it?
74,700, so we're about 300 away.
Close.
Oh, nice. Okay. And so the poster sale donation, or poster sales as of about 15 minutes ago was 8,746. That is fantastic. So we're about
a lot.
about 1,300 away from 10,000. That is great.
There's a question for
5.5 hours
LeVar.
in.
He's fishing.
He's fishing. He's concentrating. All right, never mind.
No,
Dad,
no,
no,
go,
Dad,
go,
can
go,
you
go, go,
multitask?
go,
Can you
go.
It
finish?
was-
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was-
I can fish
It's
and
a
answer
pretty
questions.
small fish anyway. So
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
kind of
matter.
suckish. You
Yeah.
need to step up your game, Dad.
33 feet out. I think right triggers you.
Who is or was the most inspirational person to you?
My mom.
Oh,
Absolutely. Whenever I have an opportunity to say my mother's name, Irma Jean Christian, I do. I believe that I am the man that I am because she is the woman that she is.
That's wonderful.
Nice.
Mika,
beautiful.
what's your favorite video game?
She said
Yeah.
that.
She said
Did
that.
she?
We did that
Yeah.
one already.
I
Oh,
mean,
Child of
sorry.
Light.
Child of Light, yeah. Child of Light.
Sorry. There you go. She said it again.
Or
right?
Assassin's Creed. I have a Ubisoft thing apparently.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love Assassin's
Assassin.
Creed.
You do that. You
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Did you see these? So
No.
the paperweight for Assassin's Creed Unity.
Oh, we
I'm
have.
so excited for Unity.
We also have the blade and the
I'm gonna give this back to you.
wrist
Oh yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Where is
I've
that?
got one
I'm
of
sorry.
my
Do you have a
decks.
hidden blade somewhere?
Yeah, hold on. I'll go grab it.
It's the no, it's the not hidden blade. What's
Oh.
what's it called? It's the new one that shoots blades from Assassin's Creed Unity. I can't think of the name of it.
Is it like a
though.
crossbow type?
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, basically. It's like a blade that sticks on and then shoots blades
When I
out.
played it at E3, I cried, and I'm glad that they didn't laugh at me, but I did.
Yeah?
Like a few tears
Oh.
were rolling down my cheeks because it was so pretty.
Man, I got to play it in Vegas and did some like multiplayer stuff. We actually
Oh, I wanna
we were
play.
trying to get it for Extra Life. We were trying to get some multiplayer stuff, but it wasn't able. They're sort of in the last bit of working through
Whoa.
everything.
That's
Does it
plastic,
shoot
right?
too?
Oh my God, this is so
Does it actually
gorgeous.
shoot?
Yeah, the thing opens up somehow.
I don't want
How does
to.
it shoot?
I think
you
it's
pull
it's the button up top. Like you have to like hit the button up top in the circle.
This one?
Yeah, and it'll.
wanna-
I
is
think
it gonna
that
fly across the
that
stage?
deploys the
The wings.
yeah.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
And then
Okay.
you gotta pull it back and.
You want to shoot
Careful
me?
where you
I'm not
point
gonna
that.
shoot you.
You can shoot me.
I kind of want to shoot you. I don't think it flies
Yeah,
out
actually,
though.
it doesn't hurt that much.
Okay.
All right.
Wait,
Do it on camera. Do it
Yeah.
on camera.
Yeah. Oh,
Not in the face.
Not in the face.
That's like this.
wow.
It was.
that was way worse than
No,
the
come on,
first
fall
piece.
down, die.
You just got assassinated.
That lightly hurt me.
Oh,
I
man, that
actually
was so
didn't feel it.
disappointing.
So Colin Mockery from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, I love him.
Retweeted the Extra Life
Hey!
tweet that we're sending out. So
Colin.
thank
Love
you,
Colin.
Madeline, for doing that and getting that retweeted by Colin.
That is awesome.
Thank you, Colin.
And thank you, Colin. Yeah, I love you and you're awesome and thank
watched
you
it.
for making me
How
laugh.
many people here have done improv?
You know,
We actually had a class.
yeah, when we were back at the old studio, Bernie brought in some improv teachers to teach us
Yeah.
improv
Was
to try to be
that Melon?
better
Giving it to me?
actors. What's that?
I want him to do that again because I want that.
You can go take a
John
class.
Ellen?
Kate.
I could take a
Improv
class.
No, it was Asaf and Tom Booker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
supposed
really
to go
want
under
to
though.
take a
It's
class.
supposed to be on the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that'd
Yeah,
be
we were
fun.
talking
Well, here's the
about
thing.
that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Here's the
Too
thing.
shy.
It happens
No,
to everybody.
that's
Don't
That's
worry.
not true at all. Not that, I mean, you
I
can be
feel like this
shy,
is not
but
stealth.
improv is...
I feel
Yeah.
like you can't
You can
walk
do it.
around with
You got to
this.
put on. You keep it on the
Yeah.
underside.
But I still feel like if you have this under a sleeve,
But
someone's
that-
going to be like...
That's why they wear those robes. It's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
big
sorry.
jackets.
Okay, if you were walking through the streets of France and you saw this dude really sketchy with his hood up walking like this, wouldn't you be just a bit suspicious?
It was
You're
a
like,
long time
maybe.
ago.
That guy's kinda
People kept
creepy.
their own.
Suspicions didn't exist back then. People were like,
Oh,
They were too
my.
deep.
Look
Oh,
at
so
That's
that.
the hidden
Now
blade.
that. Now that.
That's.
Can I hit you in the
slightly
face
more
with that?
scary.
Yeah. That's
Here,
cool.
let me see. I'll let you know if you can.
Oh God.
I'm sure they. I'm
Someone's
sure.
gonna give him the eye poked out.
I'll do
Yeah,
when you
right?
least expect it. See, it's not as fun
All
if you know
fun
it's
and
gonna
games
happen.
until somebody gets their eye
Yeah.
poked out.
Yeah, then it's awesome.
You know, they sell actual hidden
Yeah,
blades
yeah,
in
put that back up.
stores.
Do
Like,
they?
Is that legal?
Well, I mean, not like actual blades.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Like
There's actually a
actual-
link that you
the
can't
idea of having
own.
any sort of expanding knife
Really?
by my wrist.
Yeah, there's
I'm
a
gonna
length
avoid it.
Sounds
requirement.
terrifying,
You can
right?
own
Yeah.
Just one little slip
under
up and it's
6,
just like
5
blood
inches or
everywhere.
something. That's fine, but then after that it becomes like a different designation of
Right.
blade. And it can't be a utility because, like, you know, obviously a kitchen knife.
I mean, when I go to way too many conventions a year, they always have those booths with like legitimate swords and blades. I want to buy a master sword. That's all I want in life is I want a master sword so I can put it in my apartment and it'll be a nice art piece. Then also if someone breaks in, it's a nice, you know,
Yeah.
like
I'm going to
Weapon.
kill
a
you,
weapon.
piece.
But I mean, wouldn't it be awesome to defend yourself with like a legitimate master sword rather than just, you know, like something normal and boring, but like a master sword? You know, I think that's a way better defense
What are you
mechanism than
defending
anything
yourself
else.
like again? Like, what does the other person have that would require you, that you would think, oh, the master sword, that's what I need.
I mean, here's the thing. If someone broke in would you really, go reach for anything else if you had a Master Sword on your wall? I'm just saying. It's there. Why not?
I don't know if I had a
That reminds
crossbow
me
or
of-
something.
Okay,
Yeah.
crossbow would be awesome.
Crossbow? What are you defending? A castle? I'll get my sword and
That's
my
where I
crossbow.
sleep.
If they pass the moat, they will pay.
Get my pot of lava that I'm gonna pour on them from the roof.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some hot oil. Like, wait here, sir. Let me go boil some oil. I'll be back.
Give me 15 minutes.
You don't have a Castle Sorolla somewhere that's just
They're
like...
pretty sweet.
All right, so
Castle
The
Sorolla.
tags that we're looking at are hashtag RT Extra Life and hashtag RT Questions. So if you use them both when you ask questions, that's what we're looking at. But I'm
Yeah.
also looking at the RT Extra Life
So
thread as
someone
well.
asked LeVar, what was it like working on Community? You've been on a few episodes. so-
I loved working on Community. In fact, we spent the evening last night with Dan Harmon in Harmontown, right here in Austin at the Marquesa Theater. And I told Dan in all sincerity last night, it was one of the finest experiences of my professional career. I had such a blast. First of all, Donald Glover is amazingly talented to the point where you just want to slap him.
The kid won an Emmy at like 23,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they let me be me. They let me ad lib. They just let me have fun, and I loved it. And Dan, I think, is a genius. I think the man is a genius.
Yeah.
A literal genius. And I just love him. I love him. He invited me to his wedding. He's getting married in a couple of weeks.
Nice.
I know, that's so
I'm going to
adorable.
go to his wedding.
That is awesome. Any word on the movie? Or season 6?
6 seasons in a movie.
I know.
We'll see.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I've been a huge fan of that show for a long time, or really since it launched. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, Jack's the one who turned me on to that
yeah,
show.
yeah, I was talking about that. It was on Hulu, and I finally got Gus into it, and so I was like, all right.
Nothing like it on television.
No,
It's
it's
true.
so
Nothing like
clever,
it on
so
television.
smart.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
look, it's my favorite.
But
And I
There-
forgot, I wanted to
someone
ask him
called
last
like
night,
a season
because people have asked me, are the characters of Troy and Abed inspired by Jordy and Data?
That's hilarious.
Think of that.
I've never
That's
thought
hilarious.
of
wow,
Yeah.
that makes total sense.
Can you do a
that. My
Jordy?
mind has just been blown.
Don't they have like a Troy and Abed in the morning? Would you do something with Brent like Jordy
Right,
and Data in the
right,
morning?
right.
You should do a
Jordy
little
and
short
Data
or
in the morning.
something.
Are you human yet? Like, have you made it? Like,
Man,
just keep riffing off that.
that is great.
So 2 questions. Caleb, why are your nails painted is the first one.
Yesterday, I went to my girlfriend's elementary school for their fall festival, and we were temporarily at the nail painting booth, and she painted my nails.
Your girlfriend's in elementary school?
I mean, 5 days a week, yeah,
Seems
she is.
inappropriate.
The second question, I don't know if we've already answered
Is
this.
she getting A's? Sorry.
I keep going.
Give them out.
I know she's getting a D.
I don't know, Holly.
For the kids, guys.
I'd like to point out that my
Kids.
Gus,
Like right
Gus,
there.
So she's like
I
right
saw her.
there.
I know she's over there.
The other question, and I don't know if we've done this, is if we could all have a superpower, what would it be?
Superpower. Have to be
I know.
flying. Flying is
It
the
would
only
have to
correct
be
answer.
flying.
absolutely
No.
not. Teleportation.
No.
No. The
Teleportation.
power to
Flying
change
is like the
probability.
lamest
at all.
superpower.
No,
That's too
know
much
how much money
no,
Sailing
because the
gas?
power to change probability. Because like, what's the probability that
a question of
$100 bill will land in
economics.
front of me? 100%.
Wait, sorry. Okay, so what was that?
If you have the power of probability, what's the probability that a $100 bill will land in front of me? 100%. What's the probability that I go home and there's a bathtub full of chocolate pudding? 100%.
Nice.
I've heard this before. That you can't do that.
Why can't you do that? That's not cheating.
That's
That's not
like
cheating.
asking for 3 more wishes on your second.
That's not cheating.
Because you could automatically make everything.
What's the probability that I have
99%?
more superpowers? 100%. So
Right,
yeah,
but
it is cheating.
That's
It's
cheating. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
See, it's cheating.
Then I can't.
But I'm saying teleportation. Like,
Dude,
think about it. You could just
yeah, but if you
imagine a
could
place
fly,
and
you'd
go
save
there.
so much money on gas.
You'd save so much money on
It's
gas.
the
But you could
superpower
also just
version of
teleport and not have to do anything.
Yeah.
You die.
The problem with teleportation is like, what happens if you like half teleportate into a wall? Like,
What happens if you
oh,
fly into a wall?
I mean, you can see it. Well, like say like, okay, I want to be in Vegas, and then I'm like, okay, I'm in Vegas, but then like the room I wanted to be in, they move something inside. I see something.
It's
The
not an
rules
evil
of
genie trying to
operation.
screw with you and make your wish bad.
No, I'm just saying, like teleportation. Like if I warp through, I don't know what's on the other side of that wall. It could be a car. What happens if I
Well,
teleport?
what if you could see through walls then?
Yeah,
Well,
what
you
if-
only get one
But you only
thing.
get one power.
What if the
Maybe that's
teleportation is like you won't kill yourself when you use it, but teleportation's smart enough
So
to
it's
know?
like, it's like nerfed teleportation.
yeah,
like
you can't teleport into something.
All right. On that
Yeah,
note,
we're
our
on
new
75.
total. What are we looking at now? Let's see. Get it up on the screen. $75,684.
Story time!
All right.
Which also means pajama time.
Pajama
All right.
time.
So we're gonna get so after LeVar pulls
Pajama
in this
time.
last fish, we got 24 seconds.
Yes.
We'll do a story time.
We got pajamas.
Oh, you
pajamas?
brought
brought
pajamas?
pajamas.
I went over and got pajamas. I have
wow. Oh my
medium, large, and XL, or different
Are we
options.
all wearing it?
If anyone wants them, yes.
I want,
All right.
I'm good.
I'll wear some pants.
I'm wearing pajama pants.
You want the large.
I want the lunch.
Well, that's XL. Would you like the XL then?
Fucking smooth
Wow.
operator.
Right?
I don't know, you look like a triple X to me.
All right. So
You're welcome
okay.
for that lovely compliment.
So okay, let's go
anyone want
ahead.
these?
We'll give away a copy first.
I do want.
And we'll give away a copy first, and then we'll go ahead and do a story time.
gonna
So
follow you.
let's do a trivia. Gus, do you have a trivia
What would you-
question?
yeah.
Oh shit, you're putting me on the spot here. No, I don't.
Okay. We are at
We'll see.
9,147 posters sold. Thank you so much. We're about to hit 10,000. That's incredible. Thank you so everyone who's been donating. That's super kick-ass. Gus, come on. You gotta have
I'm thinking.
you gotta do some kind of trivia question.
Oh, you put me on the spot.
LeVar, do you have a trivia question, maybe?
About Gus?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Yes,
You got one?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
So here, at the top there, just
Well, I don't know the answer to it, but I'm gonna ask it nonetheless.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's see.
Wait, before you ask it.
We gotta get Katie prepped with.
Ask Jack
Yeah, okay.
first.
Yeah, whisper or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
hang on,
yeah, yeah.
We'll put that away.
Okay.
That's a fantastic question. I'll have to get the answer from Gus. Actually.
Let me go find out.
So I think Gus overheard the question. All right, 2 seconds.
Okay.
Once we Gus will return with the answer, and then we'll give that to Katie, and then we will. What you're going to do is go to hashtag RT Extra Life and hashtag your answer, and then we're going to give about 2 minutes for you to actually go ahead and find. If you get the correct answer, you'll give the answer, and then all right. And once we have that, then we're going to pick someone at random, and you're going to win an autographed copy of The Rhino Who Swallowed a Storm by Mr. LeVar Burton. And let's go ahead. LeVar, would you like to ask the question
Yes,
aloud?
I would. And this is for the autographed copy of Rhino. What color underwear is Gus wearing?
I had to go verify.
What color underwear is...
First, I'd like to say I'm happy you're wearing underwear today.
What?
Took a risk.
It was. I had a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. So spoiler alert: I am wearing underwear.
Okay.
So
there is some form of color. And so so you've got until... I have 143 here, so at 145, we will randomly select a winner. And Katie is going through now, and it's going to be... Yeah, she has the correct answer marked already, so...
someone is saying apparently that there is a Marvel character who changes probability fields.
Really?
And his name is Longshot.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I
So
did
No
not
relation
know
to
that.
Deadshot.
Well, I like in like Harry Potter, they had the lucky juice.
Apparition?
Or no, like
Oh,
what's it called?
Felix Fenices.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, well, it was the stuff that gave him good luck,
That's
right?
Felix Fenices.
Yeah, Felix Fenices, and it was kind of, I like that take on it, where like he didn't necessarily alter anything, but he just happened to put himself in the right place, at the right time for like lucky things. So, all right, we still got about another minute,
Yeah, but
one more
you can't,
minute.
you can't use that too much. Like there was only, I think, in his whole life, and I could be completely wrong, but if you keep using it, like it turns horribly wrong. Everything becomes bad luck for you. So
That's
you could
not good.
only use it like very
occasional situations.
few times in your life.
So real fast, I think we should also mention that if you want to answer the trivia question, you have to do it via Twitter.
Yeah,
I know
it's
that
only on Twitter.
People in the Twitch chat go crazy
Oh,
posting
yeah,
the answer
yeah.
there. We are not looking at that for the answer. If you want to post an answer, you have to go to Twitter. Do it with appropriate hashtags on Twitter.
Yes,
I've
so
been-
RT
I've
Extra
been-
Life, and then hashtag the color of Gus's underwear.
Yes.
I've been looking at the stream and keeping up with you guys, and thank you for hanging out there. But it's just a little bit easier to moderate trivia questions through Twitter.
Yeah, so a little bit easier. We used to do it where it would be like first person to answer correctly, but then we'd have 10,000 people hit the same question. All of a sudden Twitter would explode, and then trying to find who is the actual first person was always a nightmare. So we're doing a raffle style this time to make it a little bit more fair for everybody. So thank you for hanging out with us. Okay, I have 1:45 on the clock, so Katie, go ahead and pick someone at random. to
Should
win a
we
copy.
should we say what the answer was?
What?
We should show the answer. I agree. I agree.
What was the question?
The question is, what
was-
color? Oh,
What color underwear is Gus currently wearing?
And Gus?
Your dad was
It's
really
blue.
curious about that.
Blue.
It's blue.
It's blue, dark blue with light blue stripes.
Okay, so blue. We'll go.
Oh,
with.
yeah.
So, all right. So Katie is going to pick at random a winner for an autographed copy of LeVar's book.
Jared England.
Jared England.
Jared
Congratulations.
Squad.
What's it?
Jared Squad.
Jerd Squird, like rural juror.
Rural juror.
All right.
Oh.
All right, so congratulations. We will send you a copy of the book. Thank you very much for playing. Now, before we get into it, I just want to remind you one more time. So we are doing this Extra Life to raise money for Dell Children's Hospital and other children's hospitals all over the country and all over, and some international ones as well. If you would, please go to roosterteeth.com/extralife. There's some links there you can go to and actually donate to our charity. While we're doing that as well, we also have this exclusive poster for sale. It's only $10.
Only $10.
Only $10, and it's only available till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, Central Standard Time. So
Every wall should have one.
every wall.
Multiple, 2.
So we've got about 18 hours left to buy that poster. When we hit 8 a.m., you will never be able to purchase that poster through our store ever again. You'll probably find them on eBay for a couple $1,000s, but other than that, you won't be able to get them for $10.
Buy it now, replace your wallpaper with it. It'll look great.
There
And
you
buy
go.
one for your science class.
Buy one for your science class.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Just replace the actual
See how long it takes for people to notice. But yeah, so
you're Jackium deficient.
And yeah, so again, we're doing this for Dell Children's Hospital. It's a really kick-ass children's hospital just down the way. After LeVar reads his book, we're actually going to show a little video kind of explaining like our getting to go look at Dell Children's Hospital. Caleb, Katie, and myself got to go check it out and talk to a few people involved with it, doctors, patients, and everyone over there.
Amazing human beings.
Yeah, really, really cool place, and it's a lot of fun. And so it's nice for us to give you an opportunity to see the people involved with the actual hospital and kind of see what your donations are going towards. So again, thank you everyone for donating. Thank you everyone for watching. Now, without further ado, LeVar Burton.
So can we like sit down and like all be
Yeah, story time.
This is story time.
Wait. I'll hold the pillow, yeah.
Everyone come up with the one word.
Story time with LeVar.
Oh, we got a baby.
We actually have a child for story time.
Hi.
This is the greatest.
So this is The Rhino Who Swallowed a Storm by one of my favorite authors, LeVar Burton. And my co-writer was Susan Schaefer-Bernardo, and the illustrations, and they are beautiful, are by Courtney Fletcher. In the middle of the morning, Mika Mouse trembled under her blanket. Yes, the Mika Mouse in the story
That's me.
is actually
Little
my
bit of
daughter,
trivia there.
Mika, yes. In the middle of the morning, Mika Mouse trembled under her blanket. A storm boomed outside her window. Rain crashed against the glass. Wind rattled the shutters. More than anything else, Mika was afraid of storms. A year before, a powerful hurricane had destroyed her home. "I'm scared, Papa," she said. "We are safe, Mika. This storm will pass soon," said Papa. "Would you like me to read you a story? I know just the one to help make you feel better." Mika loved books, and Papa's gentle voice soothed in a way that made her forget all about the thunder. Papa opened the book and began. "Long, long ago, before there were words, animals roamed in bountiful herds. Little Rhinoceros lived happy and free, exploring mountains and meadows, rivers and trees. His world was delightful and chock full of magic until, out of the blue, that magic turned tragic. A storm swept through the valley, turning bright sky to black. A flash flood came raging, no time to react. Lost in the thundering, no time for wondering. Chaos and lightning, fury so frightening. Earth quaking, him shaking, water rumbling, him tumbling. Raggedy, jaggedy, senseless calamity. The storm crashed through his world and tore it apart and took away everything dear to his heart. No. Rhino was stunned by the terrible scene, death and destruction all through the ravine. Enraged by the pain of such a great loss, Rhino acted without a thought to the cost. Rhino looked at his world all tattered and torn, stood out on the ledge and swallowed the storm. Inside his belly, He felt the storm growing. Inside his head, he heard howling and blowing. Like a tornado he spun as the storm raged inside, growing bigger and bigger and wider than wide. When he finally stopped, when he regained control, he was at the very bottom of a very deep hole. What to do? Rhino worried as rain dripped down his face. I'm lost and I'm lonely and in such a dark place. At just the right moment to comfort and guide him, a spider dropped down and dangled beside him. The world up above is shattered and gray, but it's where you belong, so you must find a way to let that storm out and move through your sorrow. You'll find many helpers on your road to tomorrow. Oh, the pages stuck together. Oh, but that hole was slippery steep, and the walls around him were dreadfully deep. Rhino tried to climb out, but was losing all hope when Kangaroo heard him and threw down a rope. Though Rhino was heavy from the weight of the storm, they towed him right up, got him safe, dry, and warm. We're strong and steady and always ready. When danger strikes, we hop to it. Fire or flood, snow or mud, when help is needed, we'll pull you through it. Watching those heroes do what they did best gave Rhino the strength to set off on his quest. The storm he was clutching made him buzzy and blurry. It kept his brain foggy and filled him with worry. Where do I go? What do I do? How will I ever make it through? After every dark night, there comes a new day. Be kind, do your best, and you'll find a way. Up comes the sun. There are steps to complete. There isn't a map, just follow your feet. Those were the bees. Rhino followed his feet to a wallowing spot where he plopped on a rock and had a deep thought. I'm tired of caging the wind and the rain, exhausted from holding this anger and pain. We're all on this earth to learn and to grow, a wise old tortoise chimed in from below. Allowing yourself to start feeling your feelings is the very first step on the journey toward healing. It doesn't much matter if you're fast or you're slow. If you want to move forward, just trust and let go. Rhino shook and shimmied and stomped in the muck, and just as he'd hoped, that storm came unstuck. At first, one little raindrop leaked out of his eye. Then Rhino let go and had a good cry. His tears formed a river that flowed to the sea, where a pot of whales swam happy and free. I do feel better, Rhino thought as he drifted. Then up swam a whale, and Rhino was lifted. If you ever feel blue, the whale said with a spout, remember to breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Sing your own song and take it deep, deep, deep. Then rise above with a joyful leap. As he floated home on a gentle wave, Rhino felt calm and strong and brave. His vision was clear like the sky above, and he looked at his world through eyes filled with love. He thanked the kind spider and the brave kangaroo and all of the others who had helped him through. He was glad to know that if he ever lost hope, they'd lend him a hand or throw him a rope. He had journeyed his journey a very long way to find light in a world turned gray. He'd swallowed a storm with no thought to the cost. He'd felt all alone. He'd been tumbled and tossed. Life would bring changes, beginning and ends, but he had faith in himself and faith in his friends. As they curled up together, he felt loved and protected, and he dreamed of a world that was safe and connected. He understood now. It was love that mattered. Love could never be lost. Love could never be shattered. Papa closed the book and gave Mika a hug. "I know it was scary when our home was destroyed last winter," said Papa. "Bad things happen sometimes, and we can't always control that." "But we had lots of helpers," said Mika, "just like Rhino did." "That's right, little one," Papa said in his gentle way. "You're never really alone when bad things happen. There are family and friends and even people we don't know who are always there to help us through the tough times." And appropriately, the story ends with a rainbow. Question?
Why was the whale Irish?
Why was the whale Irish?
It was just a question. It was like vaguely Irish.
I thought it was more Scottish, but
Oh, yeah,
that.
I mean,
Thank you.
why was he vaguely in the...
Wow, that was incredible. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for
Thank
doing
you.
I
that.
think that's what people
Thank
ask.
you
Like,
all. Thank you.
when people ask, like, what's the coolest thing you've ever got to do because of Rooster Teeth? I think, like, this is it. Hands down. Like,
That's in the top.
That's it.
Wow. Okay. So
Story time.
yeah, so that was story time. So we're gonna do
Part
another.
A.
Well, yeah,
Part
part A.
A.
We're doing another story time in a little bit. But right now we're gonna take a little break. But don't leave the stream because we're actually gonna show a video that Katie, Caleb, and myself went to Dell Children's Hospital, our home hospital for Extra Life, and we got to interview a few people involved with the hospital, and we'd love for you to check it out. So enjoy this video. If you've seen it before, thank you for hanging with us for so long. So. Yeah, get around.
Get up, go outside, breathe.
Yeah, get some air. So
Yes.
anyway, watch this video, check out Dell Children's, and thank you again, everyone who's watching, and we'll see you in just a few minutes. Cool. Hey guys, so we are here for Extra Life. We are at Dell Children's Hospital in Austin, Texas, and we're going to do a little walk around and meet some people involved with Dell Children's and see how our Extra Life contributions actually help out the hospital. So hope you enjoy. Katie, you ready for this?
I'm so ready for this.
All right, let's do it.